Good morning, welcome to your Capital Breakfast. And today we have got some very, very special guests joining us right now because... Please welcome to the show, Timon and Pumbaa, a.k.a. Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen.
Hey. It's great to have that theme music.
Yeah, we don't sing that. That's not us.
That's not us. I demand that it be sung everywhere I go from now on, even when I'm not promoting this film.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You have had kind of like, it must have been a whirlwind last kind of 6 months as well, obviously getting involved in the movie, and then kind of now, I mean, just in the past few days, you had the premiere here in the UK.
Yes.
Royalty there as well. You met royalty. How was that?
We did
meet royalty.
It was a lot.
It was a little stressful.
Yeah.
They really build it up. They try to instill a lot of kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
There's a protocol, which I've never met someone with a protocol.
Right.
Like an official protocol.
Even Beyonce doesn't have an official protocol.
No, there's like you have your instincts to go on.
Yeah.
You're not handed a piece of paper. But that was completely new. I've never met people that come with a piece of paper on how to talk to them. But
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, so this is it. Billy, did you go to the same college as Meghan Markle?
I did. We both went to Northwestern, which is outside of Chicago, which has a big theater program.
Right.
And she was a theater major. I was a theater major. And so when I met her the other night, all we did is have this strangely casual conversation about our acting teachers in college, because we had some of the same acting teachers.
that demystifies it probably a little bit. Yeah.
Now, you sing in the movie, of course, Billy. You have a theatre major, so maybe that's not, out of your comfort zone. But Seth, this is completely different for you. Did you have to take singing lessons?
Kind of from Pharrell Williams, who was in the studio with me, like coaching me through it, which sounds good, but is also kind of terrible. Like it's as though you weren't great at tennis. And they're like, "Don't worry, we got like Roger Federer's going to teach you." And it's like, "No, I just want some guy." So it was a little intimidating, but he was very nice, and ultimately the character. I think that's what really was a breakthrough for me was knowing that like I'm singing in character. As long as you buy that this is what the character would be singing like, then it'll work for the songs and for the movie. Yeah,
that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pharrell teaching you how to sing.
It was a bit of a bummer, but also
You've been recording the voices for this for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, you don't do it every day. You kind of go in and out.
It's not my voice changed throughout the process. I was prepubescent. It's been a long process.
When you're recording the voices, and I'm sorry to keep going on about this, but I'm quite obsessed with the fact that it's a live-action remake and the animals' mouths are moving. Are you recording your voices to them? No.
They retroactively make the animals move to you. So, what we're doing is honestly not that different from this. It's a remarkably untechnical process. We're in a room with microphones together. Me, Billy, and Donald were together for a lot of when we sang. We were actually all together, and we were able to just like this interact with each other and talk to each other. And then they would take this and
then
edit
spend
it up.
$400 million.
Exactly. Exactly.
And make it look like animals.
Plucking our brilliant ramblings and applying hundreds of millions of dollars to rendering them.
That's great that you guys got to be in the same room, though.
Yeah, I was going to say,
nice.
a lot of these films don't tend to have everyone in the same room.
Very rarely. We're really lucky.
Yeah, I've made a lot of animated movies, and this was one of the only times that I was actually with people.
With the people, yeah.
So I have to ask, this is a question from Lucy. She said, what was it like working with Beyonce? Did you get to spend time with her? Or
We've spent time with her during the press tour, but our characters don't deal with Nala, her character, very much. We have one scene. We're on a track with her.
We are.
Because Timon and Pumbaa starred and finished Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah.
But we never overlap.
No.
But what's funny, if you go on iTunes right now, we're like in a top 10 song.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me and Billy, we are charting Billboard artists right now.
Exactly. With Beyonce.
With Beyonce,
hilarious.
There was a story, Seth, about you when you first met Beyonce. Was it at the Grammys?
Yeah.
And her security kind of took care of you a little bit. What happened there?
I did. I tried to approach her, and she was with Gwyneth Paltrow at the time, and I was holding a drink, and her security shoved me so hard that I spilled my drink all over myself. And then I had to go present I introduced Eminem and Rihanna, and I had just spilled a drink all over myself, and I'm actually like standing funny to cover up like a giant drink stain.
Oh wow, I never heard that before.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
That is so
But
bad.
I get it. I would stop me from approaching Beyonce.
That is so good. Now, Seth, there is one thing that a lot of people have been mentioning to us that we had to bring up right now. Now, this was your mother.
I love it.
It's appalling.
Seth's mum, Sandy, is very good on Twitter. Now, I'm just going to read out a couple of her tweets. Dentist and waxing, same day, possible mistake.
Possible mistake.
Good point, though, isn't it?
Too much stimulation.
And I like a little insight into her mind as well. She's written here, I wonder things like how old is the oldest working flight attendant?
Good
That's
question.
a weird thing to wonder.
Are you ever worried about this, or do you love this?
I mean, what's funny is like we never talk about it in person. Like I see my mother all the time, and we have a really good relationship. We never talk about our social media interactions. It is like another life for her. But my mother, this is the stuff she says in real life to me all the time. Like she's a kooky lady.
Billy, I told you earlier on we had a little bit of a surprise for you, right?
Yeah.
So obviously you have a hugely successful series, Billy on the Street. Absolutely hilarious. All of us in
thank
here,
you.
we love it. If you're listening right now and you haven't seen it, make sure you go and check it out. It's so good. But what we thought we'd do, right, as with a lot of comedians that come in here, and especially over to the UK, we thought we'd ask the general public what they think you do, because we took a photo of you out onto the street.
Oh no.
And just got several people to ask exactly what they think you do based alone on your picture, because obviously everyone's going to know your voice,
Right.
of course, especially after this movie.
Right.
And this is what they had to say. Take a listen.
He just looks a little bit hippie. Carpenter, he just has that look. A model, an artist.
A
He
model.
looks like he'd be on The Bachelor.
Nice.
Whoa.
At first, I thought he did yoga or walking other people's dogs.
Other people's dogs.
That actually wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad at all. That could have been much
Bachelor?
worse.
Bachelor.
The Bachelor.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big one.
I
That
know.
is good. Yeah.
It could end up being The Bachelor.
No
yeah.
slouches on The Bachelor. Yeah.
No, exactly. Guys, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
on the
you.
show this morning. It's
Thank
been
you.
an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Everyone has absolutely loved it as well on the text. Thank you so much, everyone sending in your messages. Let's hear it for, of course, Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner on Capital Breakfast.